All right, so I'm gonna close the comment section because I do not want to be distracted up in here. We gotta talk about this. 95-year-old grandmother Hattie Reynolds was arrested in the Daytona Beach, Florida, because her 46-year-old granddaughter, Janine Williams, I believe her name is, refused to get out of her bed and was soaking up the air conditioner and all this other stuff. And they had got into an argument because she refused to get out the bed. So the grandmother, um, first handly, okay, hit this woman in the face. There are people who defend the grandmother, and I don't defend any because I feel like this. And just because you're older, you still able to do wrong too. Okay, it's just like a young person. I'm not gonna defend the grandmother because there's people who've been through narcissistic abuse with grandparents and parents, particularly myself, and that does have an effect on people's life. I'm bipolar type 1, okay? So I don't will visit family, whatever. If I want to stay in someone else's house, I would not want to get out the house, okay? So the 46-year-old granddaughter, in my opinion, I'm not going to defend her either, because at 46 she'll be out of the house by now. But if you come from a family that's have codependency, that's telling you at age 18 you're not grown and still treat you like a child after age 18, discourage you from being an adult, telling you still a baby in my eyes and all other stuff mentally, and this goes on some people, not all folks acting from the South, with a false interpretation of scripture, okay? The parent and grandparent can't do no wrong. Children should be seen, not be heard. By folks with raping kids and beating kids and do all this other stuff. That baby boom was the corrupt generation that corrupted my generation, and the next my generation corrupted the next generation, and it goes to millions. Okay, so there's no mutual respect. First of all, in this thing, I am not going to give the 95-year-old grandmother any excuse because I feel at 95 years old, regardless of what you was raised, mutual respect goes both ways. You're still human. If I was 95 years old, it doesn't give me the right to hit my grandson or my granddaughter, and it doesn't give me them the right to hit me either. Okay? Only time I would defend this if there was some type of physical altercation and you had to defend yourself. I am not going to sit here and defend abuse from either from the granddaughter or the grandmother. The both of them in this whole picture was wrong. I don't care how you was raised, and please not come with no Bible because God is not no double we call it double standard God. Okay, maybe your preacher, your false preacher, or your priest preaching indifference and schism and heresy that the Pope hadn't heard about, whatever that's teaching in your parish or your church, I'm not gonna come here with. I will close the conversation. I actually will block you. You are been warned, and you can call me a devil. Actually, it's demonic to fight. To get physical too. You know what I'm saying? And I know I ain't perfect either. Go ahead and throw stones. You ain't perfect either. Worry about your sin behavior because Lord will go to heaven either. Okay? You can say I'm saved. Lord will go to heaven. Worry about you what you gotta do before to see the Lord. I have to do that on my own accountability. It's not your accountability. Worry about my situation. Thank you. Let's call it like it is. So the 95-year grandmother, first of all, my question is why is your 46-year-old daughter is in the house, granddaughter, excuse me, and why her behind got a job or have her own business? I probably took my own life by then, and I was advocating suicide if I was living at my grandmother. You know how I feel about her. At 46 years old, I was on my own. When I was 18 years old, they were trying to tell me you're not grown back in 97 of August, okay? Um, they was trying to keep me in the idea of that the older generation does not want the younger generation to have a different mindset and make it successfully. Okay, they want to carry the value system to the next generation, and if it doesn't, if it's cut off, the people in the community, the people in the city as well. That's why I didn't mind Hurricane Harvey coming over here, and I didn't get affected by Hurricane Harvey. Wants to cause stone blocks to stop that person to make it and get successful in all the resources, and so they be self-sufficient, not depending on them. So what they do is trying to harass you, have this pack mentality, trying to get you to stay with your family so they can brainwash you to keep their value system there so you can somehow be brainwashed and then you get all the goodies and everything else. That's the whole reason why I look at this because I believe, in my opinion, I could be wrong, that Janine Williams was probably told at a young age, you're not grown at 18 years old, you're going to stay with us. I bet the mother, her mother was alive, probably did her the same way, her daddy, whoever. No one can tell this 46-year-old woman you can make it on in life. And I wouldn't be shocked if this due to the abuse and the narcissism that's in this family, it led to the scandal thrown to the C situation to this grown child to be a child at the grandmother's house. Okay, y'all might live in a hood in a public house, but baby, I'm glad I got my own. Okay, at 38 years old, I do not want to live with my family, and I don't want that mess dragged in my destiny. Okay, so I'm along the journey of that misery, guaranteed misery. Okay, that's why. So it was a relief. Okay, so I understand coming from being a grandchild and raised by grandparents and then told at age 18, and then the abuse and the narcissism and the codependency is continued. They treat you like a child and you forget that laws, and I'm glad the law stepped in. Well, I don't like the police department. Here we go. Just like y'all white supremacists who's trying to advocate a culture in the law legal system, you got these old conservative ones too, okay? Where they white, black, Hispanic, whatever. And that's not their job. Yes, by law, because of the OJ trial, there should not be any domestic violence in the house, period. From the granddaughter and from the grandmother. There need to be mutual respect. I don't know why everyone has a problem. I respect you, respect me. Because even if I was, because I'm almost in the next 20 years, when I turn 40 next year, turn 39 in the next couple months. When I 20-some years, it'll be 60 and then more years than that. I do not want to ever advocate violence towards my kids. When I used to get whippings, it was I wanted to kill you. I remember I never forget my grandma whipped me after me and my dad got into it because he was staying in the house and go to his business, okay? And before my Jan Jackson's performance Control and was a Control and What I Done For Me Lately or Nasty Boys. Remember she did the melody on the Grammy was the most watched. Okay, that I don't forget that. I'm back in '87 when I was in the first grade again, and so I think I danced or something or before or after, and my grandma with me. Okay, and I wrote a letter to her, and I was trying my best to mention killing, but I didn't want to really. And so you gotta understand when you give that violence, you say we respect both ways. You don't have to give belligerent. And people will spoil. Excuse me, people can resort the Bible too. And actually, I saw the Bible that love is not critical injury in the 13 Corinthians, and you don't provoke your child to anger. Then Paul said it 2 times in Ephesians and classes. So why would I provoke a child to anger? And I would teach my child, you have no reason to disrespect me because I ain't disrespecting you. And respect go both ways. Until you get your own, at 18, you stay by my rules. And if it's gonna be a problem, I will just go ahead and let you go and go out to the street. Don't come back in my house. I'm like a dog. That was not teach the grandma should done. Okay? But when you have told, y'all come from that old school, well, the old school people believe that, because I never forget when I was working at, it makes sense to tell the lady. When I told the sister about my complexion, she mixed with Creole, she had relaxed, long, natural hair. She a couple years older than my dad. I don't tell her business. She was from the other part of the South. I don't tell her business. But her her grandmother had whooped her mother when she was 40 years old. And what it was, her mother back in them days had disrespected her mother. So the old mother came in, the grandmother came in. So my co-worker, to get back at her mama, see, it's so funny I defend whippings, but you did this to get back at your mama. She opened the door. Her mom was hiding in the bathroom, and her grandma whooped her mama at 40 years old. And the reason why this woman who is right now in her 60s, who believe in whipping, is because she see how the retaliation. Because when my dad with me and my grandfather put that gun, I was happy. Hell yeah, I was happy. I'm glad. Shit. Okay. So right there, I already tell you they don't teach you anything, right? You teach you violence over violence. Okay, God dog it. So once again, people of African American descent have been brainwashed from our white ancestors with their old Protestant, their interpretation of Protestantism. They distort the scriptures where they had Charles Coke Jones and Samuel Cartwright who said Detromania about, and that's why I probably have Detromania. You know, they made their own disease about runaway slaves. Okay, I have Detromania. I'm proud of. Okay, point is they twist the Bible, saying the slaves should be submitted. This was God's will. That's why they was raping things. It was okay with it and all other stuff. Okay, and beating, cutting folks' heads and lynching. Okay, thank you. So they taught our people, our white ancestors who were slave masters to our African American people, mixed, pure, dark, light, or whatever, taught them their version of Christianity that we were animals and we were subject to be abused and treated like trash. That's why even at the job, you got white bosses, like I had one recently that's new, had to be nice to me. And the next thing he told me to back off, and I had to go ask him a question. And right there, I said, I'm about to quit, and I had to keep my cool. I don't play that mess with nobody. I don't know that mess, okay? Like, I don't read and go read books about that type of stuff. Like, I don't know about the code language and attitudes. The folks that I work with are very ignorant, even those who are older, because they've been stupid enough to be custom. Now, they being the Kanye West slavery by choice today. That's not back then, was no choice. But today, they trying to pass that destructive choice with people like myself who don't want to be part, who have a free mentality, okay? Who have Betromania, okay? Who, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, so that's where you get the idea that we supposed to be subject to abuse and nothing. This is God's will, and the white folks to be free like God is a hypocrite and double standard God and everything. He's not, but that's what they interpret him to be. That's why you have a lot of folks who go to church today, and you have a lot of folks who hate Christianity and join cults and join the Satanist groups and everything else because it's mess. That's why when I hear about a Satan church coming, a Luciferian church, like in Old Spring, Texas, I laughed. I said, that's what I get. Y'all distort in this part of the church, the South, distort the Bible. Even in the Catholic Church, my religion, okay, came in, misinterpreted your doggone role, abused people within. In both Protestant and Catholic Americans who are narcissistic and rude and use the scriptures and use the platforms to be a minister, priest, a reverend, whatever you are. That's why the culture is secular, okay? One thing that folks forget that St. Paul ain't perfect, but I read this. St. Paul, but the bishops, the elders, which is the elders in the church, or the presbyterios, or how you say in Greek, when the word priest comes from presbyter, okay, that's what the word, so those the priests, that's what the priest in today is, okay, okay, thank you. The bishops and the deacons, he mentioned in the First Timothy that must have a good character. So all y'all who not looking, and that's like the police department, and even this police officer who didn't want to put that because he 9-10 believe even with the law enforcement. Because I heard someone say why they won't arrest because once again they feel that by law they can do anything, no harm, and they not humble enough to follow their own law themselves. That's why people don't follow law. Okay, you can't pick a spin out one eye and got one in yours. Okay, because they should get arrested too. I don't want a narcissistic law enforcement to run me either. Okay. I pray those people, yes I do, lose their role, okay? Don't come near me, so, and yes I do, okay? Because they, how can you, and God knows my heart, how you can teach me right, you in the wrong. And because you have a title, the title will make you go, you just as human as I am, okay? I don't need no Pharisee type person to teach me right. That's the case I get Satan to teach me right, okay? Call it like it is. So, anyway, so I don't, that's the whole reason why that I don't condone this, because we've been taught that. And then when I was trying to be self-sufficient after I left Job Corps, okay, you had people in the neighborhood, and I forget, in our color community, came in, harassed me, talking about once my grandma, stay at home, don't leave. Now this is the same one. If I was in this situation with Janine and oh, you should got a job at the house. See how double standard is. But when I wanted to get a job and have it, I almost took my life back in 2008 because I didn't get one. And trying to get out of my circumstances, y'all was trying to contribute to my misery. So my question is, I know I'm cursed. I don't give a damn because y'all not God. Oh, shut the fuck up and leave my ass alone. And I ain't mean to cuss, but the Bible do tell you to mind your business in Thessalonians. Okay, 2 times, 2 Thessalonians 1. So why you not mind your business about me? It said except for someone like myself. It said mind your business, period. Literally and everything else. I would love to go in y'all business and mess up y'all family and start rumors be worse than Phaedra and Housewives. Then don't play with me. I will do that if you keep me in my business. I told you twice. I told you the nice way. Y'all didn't take it the nicest weakness for kind, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to be ugly this time, and you can cut those stones and say I'm going to go to hell. Yeah, okay, if I go to hell, because nobody, Lord, don't go to heaven. I see that because you ain't perfect either. You ain't cleaned your act. Okay, you defending a narrative of abusive nature that's causing me to scandalize me to sin. So therefore, why would you I say here we go all go to hell together? Okay, because God said nothing in the law. I mean, Saint John said Revelations said nothing unclean go to heaven. Okay, so all that trying to say, Lord, Lord, go to heaven, and I'm saying, no, he was talking about born of water is spirit, which is baptism. When he talked to Nicodemus, started misinterpreting them words. Okay. In Luke, in Matthew 7, he said, Lord, Lord, don't go to heaven. You get thank you. So this is acting respect go both ways. We ain't supposed to beat each other and fight each other, whether it be the parent, the grandparent, the child, whatever. We supposed to be peaceful. We supposed to get along. We supposed to respect each other, not because of age. Whether it be a young person or an older person, treat those the way you want to be treated. What is wrong with that message? Why y'all not teaching that message? Oh, because I have to have more leisure to get away with doing wrong to you as an older person, and you don't get by with, so I can get some gratification, which makes a lot of sense. And she did her gratification by throwing that slip on her. That's why she got arrested. I'm glad she did. I'm glad. And for the police officers also said, since you over age 18, Janine, get your behind out the house. And I said, like, they will please remove yourself out the house because you no longer live here anymore. You're not the owner of the house. So, but at the same time, give us some counseling. She have codependency problems. She even told to be codependency because I'm serious. That's why I'm not a family-oriented person. Okay? Yes, I'm for family-oriented if it's a nuclear, non-dysfunctional family. A healthy family, but if it's a toxic family, which I know, yes, separate, because, and it's not on a biblical level to be toxic together, it'll be unification. Excuse me, I ain't perfect. Matthew 10, the sword, separate mom and dad. Hello, y'all ain't read your Bible. I ain't perfect, but I have to let you know that. So he did put a sword between the mama, the daddy, and especially for him, whoever love their father, brother, no bit no cyber or who. Thank you. So shut up. Not all families are meant to be together, and the ones that are hurting, the ones that toxic families stay together, are the ones who are trying to keep it, trying to contribute. They get hurt by the scam they cause and the toxic value system that is now been exposed to them, and now they don't want to take the blame for it and feel guilty, so they try to throw it on the victim and say you claim to be victim, but the victim won't be victim, to be in the victim state and not trying to come out of it, right? See, you can say about me being a victim, but no, I'm a victor trying to refuse to be a victim, especially victimized by that person. That's why they want me to fight, because they want that gratification so doggone bad. So by her gratification, she had a right to go to jail. 95 years old. You have people who molesting children at 95 years old. Does it make it right because they are elder age? No. Stop with that mess. They still human. They still able to do wrong. Just like if a child does it. Same thing. Stop trying to make excuses for certain people. Okay? Stop making excuses like they said about what was going about the Abel Cedillo. Why defending self-defense? Okay, with Abel Cedillo, and he didn't get arrested. He shouldn't get arrested. But the two brothers who got killed, they shouldn't have business harassing that man. Okay, if they don't like gay people or bisexual people, then leave that man alone. But 9 out of 10, I bet they was insecure, probably had some inclination about liking that dude and trying to show off on their homeboys and high food, acting all savage like and all, yeah, I'm going to use some terms, some slave master terms, all savage, because they perpetrate that stereotype and it led to their grave. They thought that Abel Cedillo was a punk, but guess what? He showed he was when he got that knife and stabbed it behind, and I bet she won't do it again. Well, it can't do it, but I bet the others can do it. They scared in. Everybody got butthurt because I thought that picking on the gay or bisexual dudes who don't fight back is your gratification. Then y'all, when I go to jail, you want to get one. Okay? Like, I don't know that secret. Anyway, because if you was all that straight, you be worried about getting the women, the girls in high school, not bothering nobody who bisexual gay. If they not trying to holler at you, then don't worry about what they doing behind closed doors. You ain't going, and then two, I bet y'all would die doing some things, them two dudes probably fornicating. No, that's a sinful behavior to go to hell too. You ain't married to the chick you trying to talk to, so shut up. Anyway, point is, so I'm not giving no patty time because they were young. No. They took adult choices. They ended up. Thank you. So it goes both ways. I'm sick of this favoritism, this partiality because someone older, excuse me, and 95 years old, regardless how you was raised, they should be discerning how you was raised. I discern how I was raised every day. Okay? And I don't want what hurt me and cost me where I am to go on to my kids. And if I know and educate that belief system came from a slave master's interpretation, distorting the scripture so they can keep their little business, they sadistic, racist, and nasty business in the so-called Bible, but the dirty and distortion of the Bible south, okay? I ain't passing that mess to my kids, okay? That's why we failing as a people of African American in this community. We won't refuse to get rid of those ideas that we was passed down by our family tree. Whether been one drop of black blood who was pure black or dark skin, light skin, okay, part Indian, an American, should I say, or white, or whoever from our white ancestors who was controlling them. Okay, who messed that up? You continue to pass that bad tradition in the modern day, and look at led to this. No, because he had a right to. She had a right to go to jail. And don't get wrong, the granddaughter should have been out the house. But I'm a question because I see there's a lot pattern that many people tell that little child, actually an 18-year-old back when she was 18, you can't get no job. You should stay at home. Because as soon as my grandfather, I never forget, here come these old stupid neighbors who went to school, you don't need, you didn't take care of the fee. Can y'all please get out my business? I sure wanted to cuss their ass out 10 years ago. Yes, I did. I would love to get in y'all family drama and be like Phaedra. And yes, I will do it. And trust me, it will teach you to leave my business alone. I don't want to be part of your expectation. So can you walk the other way? It does tell you the Bible don't correct a scoffer, and I'll be that scoffer in Proverbs 9:7 that tell you be insult. You better find somebody who fits your narrative to talk to, because I ain't the one to be one to talk to. Okay? If I don't want to live for a family, that's on my grown ass man choice as an American. It's part of my constitutional rights. I don't care about your Jim Crow enslaved in the time we were Negro colored shit. That's why a person in this generation like myself, do not want to go back in them days when I wasn't born in them days. Don't pass that message to me. In 9-10, I bet you if she had my mindset time of Janine, she would be living in her grandmother's house. Here we go. Well, here comes the separation of the family. No, because you are hurt by the scandal you caused in that mess. That's what you hurt by. All that time separate the family because you hurt by contributing to the scandal of that person's life and how you hurt that person. So when they separate, now you want to get in tears and all your feelings that you contribute to because that culture you believe in, you know in your country is destructive. So I don't know. I don't condone this. No. Both the granddaughter and the grandmother were wrong. The grandmother need to stop thinking that we live in them doggone days. Them days are gone. Get used to it, sister. You don't hit your daughter unless your daughter, by law, hit you first. Then you fight back in self-defense. And then whoever raised his 45-year-old or 40-year-old granddaughter, I didn't look at that mama and daddy. I bet it was one of them single parent situations back in them doggone old 70s when the pill was out and they had a sexual revolution and they had all that doggone abortion to get somebody of accuracy killed because as what Richard Nixon said, to get rid of them black bastards, okay, that caused genocide in our community. Planned Parenthood. Do you remember Miss white woman that said feeble mind? The time about Margaret Sanger? That was her origin. It was not about no feminism. Okay, it was about trying to get us killed in the womb so it caused cause genocide. Excuse me. I bet she's one of them parents, one of those children back in 1970, like myself, came out two people, two parents. The parents were not married. They were just acting, excuse me my language, fucking. I bet they was doing their thing. This is what you cause. My two parents get mad about how I know. Get mad at that night when y'all had y'all lay down at night. I am the cause. I'm the effect of that cause. That woman's couldn't you neglect the responsibility and gave it to your grandparents. Y'all still continue to go party and get drunk and act a fool. And I'm not saying, but it happens. Y'all can go in the conversation. Those who agree with exactly what I'm talking about. This is the seed. This one, well, and I don't like Kid Organics videos, but he said about the baby boom generation. Correct? Yes, they did. They don't want to take ownership of their own faults, but they want to correct someone's lifestyle. Correct somebody because that's how it was back in the day. The things you did that you believe back in the day, you didn't follow that too. That's called like it is. So get used to it. We don't live them days no more. This is 2018. All that back in the day, y'all used to beat your dog on children at the age 18. You already know the laws by there. You can't do this. So why complain about it? And why I want to get physical? I don't want a house that's toxic. One thing my grandfather used to tell my grandmother too, because she's be very violent and arrogant, loud. And my grandfather was too, but he was telling he didn't want to deal with that. And I'm just like him. I don't like no yelling and screaming in my house. And I ain't getting married to no woman, and she contributes that. Oh no, you gonna be by yourself at the altar and be like that light-skinned woman here in Houston, marry her damn self and eat her cake by herself. You're not gonna bring that in my house. We gonna be peaceful in this house. There gonna be no Housewives Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop in my house. We might watch that in our house, but it won't be in my house. No drama. Okay? Cause I went through drama. If I love drama, I'll be out this old ghetto ass street constant and I'll be part of it. I don't want to stay my butt in the house and I watch this drama on social media. But as long as it's not in my life, I'm good. But y'all like to contribute drama, then blame the person who's the victim of it, that you caused to be a victim of it. And you want to defend the person who contributed because of age. I'm not doing that. Because there should not be no drama. It should be mutual respect between both the granddaughter and the grandmother, because they both human. Ain't nobody better than the other. I tell the younger people, I say, y'all, I don't have to respect me because I'm older. Respect me because I'm human. I respect you because you're human. Because respect goes both ways. That's why people abuse these kids and molest and abuse and kill kids and all other stuff, because they believe that children should be seen and not be heard, and they're not human. They can take all the dehumanization. That's why you have the sex trafficking of children and stuff, because I bet you the same people preach that same doggone message. Remember in Florida back in 2014, the dude, what was he? Mixed with Asian, black, what was his name? Roland. The one that got beat up. I think it wasn't Daytona Beach. What is going on out in Florida? That's supposed to be some voodoo stuff down there going on. All y'all act crazy. Even people over there. Kodak, Black, Exception, George Zimmer. Got some crazy people down there. Shoes. Veronica Vega. Woo, y'all some crazy. Trina acting a fool, her cousin, that light-skinned dude, Bobby, all y'all acting Trick Daddy. Y'all some crazy people. That's why they call it ratchet. And then when that Latino dude that killed his mama, he once again grown to kill. Okay, once again, it just stop harboring your grown kids and stop trying to run their lives and take away their adult identity. You wouldn't have to deal with that. But I want my old way, and they like, you can't have your old way lifestyle by your sister in their adult life. At age 18, it goes out the door. That's on them to be accountable for themselves, not for you to be accountable of, and it will save a lot of this drama. But I want to hold, that's my baby. They not in diapers. They ain't the baby no more. Get it in your head. Oh, Lord, these people want to be narcissistic up here. Okay. What was his name? Roland, I forgot that dog, Folander, wherever. Y'all don't tell me one that got beat up beside the head. Remember the dude that he mixed, he white, but like he mixed with something. When he my age, cause I be yeah, we both 7'9" kids. Remember his son was getting molested, and the 18-year-old who's now about 20 somebody now, been molesting this little boy since he was since 9 years old, and I read that the Flowlander guy, the one that got beat up outside the face, well, he deserved to get beat inside the head because I not 10. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably had, I said, little boy, I'm talking about little son, get to the room, don't worry about this, I got this, and probably had killed that motherfucker in the doggone house. Yes, I would. You go here, but that's my damn child. I'm gonna kill your dumb ass. Trust me, I will. I probably, and take a mugshot with a smile in my motherfucking face. Don't mess with my kids. Don't beat my kids. Don't rape my kids or whatever. Y'all don't want me to go do that. Don't you touch my kids. I get that from my dog grandfather. Don't you beat my dad used to act a fool, and yeah, and my grandfather used to get that gun. Yes, he will. I get it from him. Yes, I do, and I have no shame in it. Okay, and my grandma tried to hit. Oh, he had to get her too. So I don't play that bench. You come in my kid's life and try to beat them, molest them, talk mess, trust and believe. I'ma be like, what's her name? She my color. Talking about on Charm School. Sorry, Monique, but I had to kind of agree with Larissa's mama, okay? Remember Larissa's mama, the bright skin? Because Larissa by my complexion. When the bright skin mama, hers came out the ours, I'll be 10 times worse than her. You hurt my children. You best and believe I'ma come and attack your dumb ass. And I probably will kill that motherfucker for raping my damn child. And blood be on the floor, like blood on the dance floor, like Michael Jackson song, okay? Flip. Susie got the knife, it'll be Zach got the knife. Okay, don't fuck with my kids. I was abused, mostly physically and everything, but still not everything. But y'all don't tell me narcissistically and spiritual stuff, and that's why I'm bipolar type 1. I do not want my kids to have that mess, okay? You better not hit my children. Just like that Hispanic man who was darker skin, darker Mexican dude whooping that white child. I always talking about, people talking about, he should got the chunkler. I got a chunkler right here. I get my chunkler and pop you side of the head with hit my damn child. You better take a damn ass someplace else. You better not hit my kid, or I'll translate in Spanish. Déjalo paz, okay? I'll tell them in Spanish. Déjalo paz. Been pinche, but her way, that was my child in Kroger's. You bet not. I don't care about, that's my job to throw about him. Don't mess with that candy. I tell her, hey, senor, déjalo paz. I mean, it's mío. Okay? I get my chunk and saying I knock your side of the head. You bet not hit my kids. So go back to Flowlander. I would have killed him. It wouldn't be a face all messed up. It'd be a casket, a coffin, okay? Trust and believe, I'm very protective of children. Do not mess with my seed. Do not put your hands on my seed. I don't care about how you was raised. And you better not be raping my kids, okay? You better be asking God to hold me back. You better be praying. I saw let the ugly spirit come out of me, okay? I'll be type 100 and 0, whatever. Don't fuck with my kids. Anyway, go back to the situation. Well, anyway, the Flowlander guy, what is going on with, oh, Lord. The Flowlander guy, the guy beat upside the head at 18 years old for molest. Okay, he was trying to put fear, here we go, intimidation on the child. Say, if you go back and tell something, I'm going to do something to you, something going to happen to you. It's the same thing what happened in slavery. It's why the slave was afraid to come out the plantation, and they scared didn't have a choice, okay? This is the intimidation tactic. That's why even when I was dealing with something going to happen, I'm going to have that feeling once I did my research about that mess. You're going to say that to me and see what happens to you. Point is, that's how I know. They love to use fear intimidation tactics to control that person, keep that person in that situation. Okay? So same thing goes back to the grandmother. She probably, or somebody in their family probably told this old grown-ass child who's not a child no more, that you do not get out the house and get out the house. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be nowhere in life. All them little discouraging words that mentally destroy. Because I'm sorry, it happens. You gotta do research on codependency and narcissistic families. While I be looking at crazy stuff on YouTube, I'll be watching that narcissistic stuff. Yes, I do, because I want to be escaped from it. I don't want a longevity of that mess, and I don't want my children or my wife or I ain't gonna marry my wife and marry a wife like that. She contributes and believes that no, you're not gonna no, we're not gonna say we ain't not gonna kiss, we're not gonna have no sex, none of that. Oh no, you know, oh no. I don't want my children going through that mess. I want a healthy nuclear home in my house. And I want everybody to treat each other with respect in that house. Okay? That's what I want. Okay, enforcing that. There's no reason to disrespect your daddy because I ain't disrespect you. I just put in your hand. Okay, because we both human up in here. Until you turn 18, I would tell then you can make your own decisions in life. And trust me, I will not be harboring my adult child like some of these people do. That's why this old 46-year-old woman is living in her grandmother's house. That's my speculation. Okay, I could be wrong because I'm not God. But you see, I've been in a situation where I was told that and then like I said, once I was trying to get people, all these old nosy, dumbass neighbors and friends and harassing me, like I really want to call out a neighbor hunter for harassment. When you're 18 years old, it's your time to get out. Not 21, 18. I'm sorry, you cannot change the law. Those living in old school mentality. Stop bringing your biases to people who don't want to share that trash. And I'm one of them people who don't share it. Have no interest in it. So really, this will cause save a lot of problems if that 46-year-old was told back when she was 18 to get out, to not live at grandmother's house, to have your own place. And grandma will not be throwing those slippers and attacking people because it is a domestic dispute. Regardless whether it's a situation or not, it doesn't matter. It could have got violent, could have got her, beating her up. Then both of them will be going to jail. You see what I'm saying? Respect goes both ways. I'm tired of hearing because someone's older or someone's same thing. Respect goes both ways. If we teach mutual respect, all this mess will squash. No one's better than anything. In the same time, I would not doubt that the family that she's in, including the grandma, including her mama, that whoever's her parent is that's related to the grandmother, contribute to this woman to be codependent and have narcissism and feel that have a childlike dependency, because that's why I have not developed. You shouldn't get out there. You should. Yeah, I quit some jobs, but remember, when you're getting yelled at home and you go to work and you're happy and you're trying to work and get along with everybody and learn it, and everybody's your friend, but you know what I'm saying. And you gotta have flashbacks of what happened that made you feel less than who you are, and so you got reminded from your boss. Not all the money is that. That's why I'm trying to be my own boss. I don't want to have a longevity that people, everybody have longevity that, and it's coming because people allow it. I'm not gonna allow it. Okay, I'm not gonna have guaranteed misery in my life. People can have guaranteed misery in their life, but I don't want that. So keep that miserable lifestyle, belief system, religion, whatever you believe in, keep it out of people's lives who do not want to share it. Because I know about every food that ain't right either. They can throw stones at me, but I know behind closed doors they ain't right. They just use it as a gimmick to prostitute God's name so they can get a chance of getting gratification through the abuse. It is what it is. And y'all want to know why that people do not want to go to church or whatever, because you keep having these sadistic people, whether it be a minister, a priest, a bishop, or a nun, or a reverend, or a deacon, whatever, whether they're a Protestant, a Catholic, or whatever, a rabbi, or whatever, a Muslim, or whatever. If you stop having bad stewardship, then people will take stewardship on a respectful manner. Same with these cops. You stop defending bad stewardship, okay? You wouldn't have to worry about people disrespecting the law or disrespecting people of authority, because your character see who you are. And I'm not going to defend someone's character because they have a title. They're not entitled to hurt a person. Okay? And at the same time, the granddaughter at 46 Like I say, I probably been dead in the grave right now by my own death if I was living my grave, because I did not want to be in this situation. I like my own stuff. I like my own shit and run my own shit and run my own self. Remember, I'm a Leo. I like to live through my passion. I'm my own leader. Okay, I don't like people leading me, especially when it is happening and trying to do these things to me and I know from experience it happened and I don't want to go back to it. Okay, those who defense of that mess are looking for gratification. That's what gets why they get all excited doing that mess. Now let's see who's sadistic and selfish. Okay, but to the granddaughter, please don't be a curse. Take your 46-year ass out of that house. Get your own shit, because I would not want to be in somebody else's stupid rules and stupid lifestyle. I like to have my own shit. I hate having some of the standards in my life. So please, at 46 years older than I am, you should have been out that house. And I understand that your family probably don't want you to have what you own, and that's what this costs, okay? But at the same time, your 95-year-old grandmother should not be taking care of you, okay? And whoever is trying to contribute that, shut them folks out of your life. They not all that good family members in the first place. It's sad that folks don't want their stuff to have their own. I want someone to have their own stuff than me having my stuff. Okay? That's selfish when you make someone be what you want them to be. Okay? It ain't selfish because you want your own. Because these you have to deal with them, right? When they have problems with you. Or you don't have problems. When they have problems, it'll go on your end. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay? I'm very individualistic. I'm not a collective person. Y'all should know that. But I'm not condoning both of these two. And like once again, here comes the functional family. That y'all keep holding on to those bad traditions that came out of slavery and Jim Crow. That somehow benefit you. You know what I'm saying? When it didn't, it destroyed you. And this today, it needs to stop. Okay? You want African American families to be healthy, then stop practicing things that our white ancestors did to our ancestors who are African American, pure black, mixed black, light, dark, or whatever. King Curtis had whatever their phenotype was, that they would have that. And then after they by choice, Kanye choice, pass that mess to us from Jim Crow to 1950s and 60s and 70s. And thank you. That's not a good old school value system. Okay? Because it was taught that to dehumanize us and treat us like we're not human. That was the whole reason why. When you hear say black folks, children starving, that was a slave master scene. They mess to abuse the kids so they can treat them like as unhuman, so they can work them fields or fix the house and be paid. No, not be paid. To be dehumanized, not being paid, and they make them money. That was about. And they use distort that Bible in order to justify their abuse. So stop practicing your slave master ancestors. You don't want to claim too much, but it's part of you, regardless you like it. Stop claiming their actions. You can admit who they are in you because it's part of you, they're part of you too. But I'm saying stop over here practicing what they do to you, that used you to hurt you, that you went through, and you pass it to your next generation. Because that's why we're not successful as a community. Not everybody, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? We gotta reform ourselves. We gotta make history like in February. We gotta do changes. Change can make a difference. So I call it like it is, okay? But I don't want my children to experience that. Okay? As we got all this information that you know that it shouldn't be no excuse to that. Okay? Y'all being slaves of choice in 2018. Knowing that those ideologies in them myths and belief system was used to hurt our people. Okay? Because our white ancestor didn't like the fact, didn't want us to have freedom just like he did. And to live and prosper and treat as a human being. Okay? So that needs to stop. Okay? Unless you want retaliation, that's what's happening today. People are not going to sit here and allow you to hit them side of the head. Because what your age is, or what your color is. Even the law is scared how they out there shooting people. They know that badge does not save them, meaning on a human level. They are human just like you and I. They're not God. They're acting like a bunch of Pharisees and scribes trying to teach right. And hypocrites. I don't want no hypocrites teach me a doggone thing. And I ain't perfect. At least I admit I'm not perfect. But these people act like they don't do nothing wrong. And so I'm sorry. And like I said, if I was a cop, I'd go ahead and arrest her. I'm sorry. And I would tell the granddaughter it's time you to move out that house. Stop listening to whoever they're telling you to stay in that house and to take care of it because you don't have nosy neighbors and nosy folks who want to keep the mess going. That's the whole reason why they're trying to do it too. Okay? They can go ahead and laugh about what's going on, who's going through that misery. That's what it is. Because they do it, right? It says what it is. So please, I'm not giving none of these two people credit. But like I said, reading and doing research on narcissism and narcissistic family members, um, you know, dealing with that my own self and dealt with the psychological situation of that, that's why I know. And by me being an African American, French speaking, Creole, English, Iranian American man, and know my roots and research my family and read about history, and being educated by ain't perfect, but being educated, that's the whole reason why. And I'm not gonna defend these two, period. But 46-year-old granddaughter need to get the hell out the house and be on her own. So it would not be you can live in an air condition all you want and don't worry about it. You should have Section 8 in Tanner by now. Well, right now being Carson, but probably stop that mess. But you should have been had that. I'm not saying to go on government, but use it as a temporary assistance to get you all like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get the hell up out of I do not want to be in no public. I want my own shit. I don't want nobody to tell me what I can't get. Shit. It's sad people call you saying you want your own shit. Maybe if we had our own shit, you have to worry about the drama that goes on with it, right? You have to worry about having somebody's house and they don't want to follow your rules. If you give people their own shit and let them have it and start stumbling by because they don't carry your belief system in the next century or so, maybe you don't have to worry about that. That's on us, not on you. Period. Anyway, y'all about handling that. Oh, Jesus.